2026 is approaching, not slowly, not gently. It is approaching with the same indifference time has always had toward human hesitation. Time does not care about your excuses. It does not care about your fears, your doubts, or your unfinished plans. It moves forward relentlessly. And when 2026 arrives, it will not ask you if you are ready. The only question that matters is this: who will you be when it gets here? Stronger or weaker? Calmer or more reactive? Disciplined or distracted? In control or constantly overwhelmed? The Stoic philosophers, Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, Seneca, lived in a world of chaos, plagues, wars, political instability, personal loss. Yet their writings remain relevant thousands of years later. Why? Because they didn't teach how to control the world. They taught how to control yourself. Stoicism is not about suppressing emotion. It is not about becoming cold or detached. It is about becoming unshakable. And as 2026 approaches, these principles are more valuable than ever. What follows are 6 simple Stoic rules. Simple, but not easy. Timeless, but demanding. If you apply them consistently, they won't just change your year. They will change who you are. Rule 1. Control what you can and release the rest. Epictetus began his teachings with a single powerful truth. Some things are in our control, and some things are not. Most suffering comes from confusing the two. You worry about outcomes you can't guarantee. You stress about people you can't change. You replay past mistakes you can't undo. You fear futures you can't predict. This is mental self-sabotage. The Stoics taught that peace begins the moment you draw a clear boundary between what is yours and what is not. What you control: your thoughts, your judgments, your actions, your effort, your character, your response to events. What you do not control: other people's behavior, external circumstances, the economy, politics, weather, luck, outcomes. Yet most people invert this list. They obsess over outcomes. They neglect their effort. They blame circumstances. They avoid responsibility. Stoicism demands the opposite. If something is within your control, own it completely. If it is outside your control, release it without resentment. This does not mean indifference. It means clarity. You can work relentlessly toward a goal, but you cannot guarantee success. You can be honest, but you cannot control how others interpret you. You can prepare, but you cannot control every variable. Once you accept this, anxiety loses its grip, because anxiety is nothing more than resistance to reality. Applying this rule in 2026. When something goes wrong in 2026, and it will, ask yourself one question: is this within my control? If yes, act. If no, accept. No complaints, no self-pity, no wasted energy. This single habit will save you years of unnecessary suffering. Rule 2. Discipline is superior to motivation. Motivation is emotional. Discipline is structural. Motivation depends on mood. Discipline depends on commitment. The Stoics understood something modern culture ignores. You cannot rely on feelings to govern your life. Feelings are unstable. They fluctuate with sleep, stress, weather, hormones, and circumstances. If you only act when you feel like it, you will live a small life. Marcus Aurelius wrote his meditations not for inspiration, but as reminders to do his duty even when tired, frustrated, or discouraged. Discipline is freedom. Discipline creates consistency. Consistency creates competence. Competence creates confidence. Not the fake confidence of hype, but the quiet confidence of self-respect. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build internal trust. Every time you break one, you weaken it. By 2026, most people will still be waiting to feel ready. You will not. You will act because it is necessary, because it is right, because it aligns with your values. Daily discipline practices: wake up at a consistent time. Train your body even when energy is low. Read and reflect daily. Do difficult work before easy distractions. Finish what you start. Stoicism does not glorify extremes. It glorifies reliability. Become the kind of person who can be counted on by others and by yourself. Rule 3. Seek discomfort voluntarily. Modern life is designed to eliminate discomfort. Food arrives instantly. Entertainment is endless. Distraction is constant. Yet comfort has a cost. It weakens resilience. It dulls discipline. It erodes gratitude. The Stoics practice voluntary discomfort to prepare for inevitable hardship. Cold exposure, simple meals, physical exertion, silence, solitude, not to punish themselves, but to train their minds. Seneca famously asked, "Is this what I feared?" By experiencing controlled discomfort, fear loses its power. Why discomfort builds strength. Discomfort teaches patience, endurance, emotional regulation. Perspective. When you can endure discomfort by choice, you can endure it when life imposes it. This is how Stoics become calm under pressure. Practical discomfort for 2026. Take cold showers. Walk instead of drive. Delay gratification intentionally. Fast occasionally. Choose difficult conversations over avoidance. Discomfort sharpens the mind. Avoidance dulls it. Rule 4. Speak less. Observe more. The Stoics valued restraint, not because speech is evil, but because careless speech is dangerous. Words reveal character. Words escalate conflict. Words commit you prematurely. Marcus Aurelius warned against impulsive speech driven by emotion. Silence, on the other hand, creates power. When you speak less, you listen more. You observe patterns. You detect manipulation. You avoid unnecessary conflict. The Stoic listener. Observe how people behave under stress. Notice what they avoid. Pay attention to actions, not promises. Most people reveal everything if you stay quiet long enough. Speech as a tool. When you do speak, speak with intention. Is it true? Is it necessary? Is it constructive? If not, remain silent. Silence is not weakness. It is strategic patience. Rule 5. Remember your mortality. Daily Stoics practiced memento mori. Remember, you will die. This is not morbid. It is grounding. Nothing clarifies priorities faster than mortality. When you remember life is finite, you stop procrastinating. You stop people-pleasing. You stop tolerating mediocrity. You act with urgency. Death strips away illusions. What mortality teaches. Time is your most valuable resource. Attention is non-refundable. Regret is optional, but common. Every wasted day is gone forever. 2026 is not guaranteed, neither is tomorrow. This awareness should not create fear, it should create focus. Ask yourself daily, is this worth my limited time? Is this who I want to be remembered as? Live accordingly. Rule 6. Live by virtue, regardless of outcome. Stoicism is built on virtue, not success, not pleasure, not recognition. Virtue means wisdom, courage, justice, self-control. The Stoics believed external success was unreliable, but character was permanent. You may lose money, you may lose status, you may lose approval, but if you keep your integrity, you lose nothing essential. Virtue in practice. Be honest when lying is easier. Be fair when no one is watching. Be disciplined when temptation is near. Be courageous when fear is loud. Most people live reactively. Stoics live intentionally. They measure success not by applause, but by alignment with values. Conclusion: who you become in 2026 will not change you. Your choices will. These 6 rules are not shortcuts. They are standards. Follow them consistently, and your life will become simpler, stronger, and calmer, not because the world improves, but because you do. You will suffer less, not because pain disappears, but because you no longer fight reality. You will act decisively, not because fear vanishes, but because virtue guides you. You will stand firm, not because life gets easier, but because you become resilient. This is the Stoic upgrade, not a new identity, a refined one. And when 2026 arrives, you will be ready.